And I am most excited to feature Kenya Metoyer, who's an amazing relationship coach today. Thanks for being on the show,
Thank
Kenya.
you for having me.
So I wanted to talk to you today about ways that we all can bounce right back from a breakup. And I know that you are the relationship coach, and you help people every day to live their happily ever after. And I know that sometimes being caught up in breakups and past relationships and not being able to have that closure, sometimes you never get the closure, but being able to successfully move forward so that you can get what you ultimately want. Why do you think it takes people so long to find closure when they end relationships?
Well, breakups are difficult, period. And so that acceptance is number one. Accept that it's difficult. So go through the process. So it's difficult because there's so many complicated range of emotions that's going on. You have sadness, you have self-doubt, you also have anger as well. And so there's three major influence on why it takes so long. So number one is basically what you tell yourself about the breakup. And number two
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's what you tell yourself about your future after the breakup. And number three is what you tell yourself about yourself when it comes to the breakup. Because some people are hopeful, so they don't actually see it as a breakup. They're hoping for just a break.
Right.
And so they linger on to it. And also, they worry about image. You know, the who, what, where, and when. What do I tell people? What are the family ties? Family ties are huge as well. You know, I'm close to his mother, I'm close to his sister, or I'm close to her father. And, you know, the image that they have, you know.
Because you, in a sense, have to break up with everybody, and that's hard.
And it's extremely hard. So those are some of the reasons why it takes so long for people to get over breakups.
Wow, those are excellent points. Now, love is universal. Do you find a difference in how men and women deal with breakups?
Oh, definitely.
Because I know women we're much more emotional. You know, but I mean, for a man who's been in a committed relationship for years, I can't imagine, you know, he's shooting hoops the next day. So how do you see and perceive relationships to be handled differently?
Well, women take the constructive strategy when it comes to breakup. And so with that, it's the tendency to preserve the relationship. So because we're so emotional, we don't really want to, I hate you, or you hate me, I don't want that. So they try to take more constructive strategies, where men, they take destructive strategies in order to maintain their self-esteem. So men, they repress their feelings, actually. And actually they do. You will see them going hooping the next day. You will see them at the bars with their boys. And you will see them looking for other women, because they'll do whatever it takes
to disconnect from those feelings.
Definitely. But even when they are on the path to see those other women, they won't get attached. They won't get close. It's just a filler to hide the pain and the loss. But for women, we will sit in it. We will soak in it. We will have girls' night, listen to all of the albums, eat the ice cream, and we will cry and soak in it. So that is the difference.
Wow. Wow. Big difference.
Yes.
Big difference. Whether a man or a woman, what are your surefire tips to get over a breakup quickly?
No problem. So number one, don't ask a million questions. Who, what, where, when, and why. Ask one question, and that's what can I learn from it. Number two is actually sit in it. It's okay to sit in it, because that helps you grow. It definitely helps you grow. And also, don't worry about what other people think about the relationship, because it was only you two in the relationship. So actually just know what you get out of it and sit with that as well. And number three, cut off the shared interests. Cut off the things that you guys did together. So if you had a ritual or a hobby every Taco Tuesday here, don't go there no more.
Oh, I see. Don't even go to the restaurant.
Don't even go to the restaurant. Don't do that. If you guys, you know, had a favorite sports team and you did this, let it go. Cut it off, and it'll be okay. And lastly, try to write or think about the things that happened in that relationship. What both of you guys did wrong, because don't self-blame and don't blame the other person. Think of what you did wrong. Think of what that other person did wrong. And also from there, think about what you'll never do again. And then that'll help you work through that breakup too.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yes.
Very powerful. Now, I have some people out there who could use some help from you. Okay. You have time for a couple of questions?
Of course I do.
Okay, fun stuff here. Okay, I have Valerie G. She writes, Dear Chundria, after 3.5 years of marriage, my husband and I have completely lost our spark. We are the proud parents of an adorable 2-year-old baby girl, and as much as we enjoy raising her together, we seem to draw further apart the older she gets. We used to be so in love, and my husband couldn't keep his hands off me. Nowadays, we simply coexist as parents, and it feels more like having a roommate. I miss how we used to be, but I just can't find the words to tell him. Please help.
Okay.
Any advice for Valerie?
Of course. So Valerie, you have to have that conversation. It has to happen. And it's date nights. So think about the things that you guys did before the daughter came into place. You have to go back and get a babysitter or take advantage of those times where she's asleep or if she's on a play date or anything like that. But you have to have that conversation, because what happened is you don't understand where the root of the disconnect came from. And maybe you guys are putting too much focus on the child, which is wonderful. We love the child, but you have to put each other's first.
So it starts with trying.
Yes, definitely try to see where the disconnect came from in the beginning, because he hasn't said anything, and maybe he feels the same way. If you feel that way, he might feel the same way too. So you have to come down to the bottom of it.
Okay. Awesome. And then the second question comes from Kevin T. He says, Dear Chundria, I need help. I recently met an amazing woman at a friend's birthday dinner. She's 35, and as a man approaching 30, I'm definitely hoping to settle down sooner than later. However, I'm feeling a little pressure from the young lady, and we've only been out on 4 dates. On our second date, she asked me my intentions and graciously informed me that she was ready for marriage and motherhood. Can you say too soon? So I asked my friend about her and learned that she recently ended a long-term relationship. My male friends tell me to run, but what do you say?
Wow. Well, I don't say too soon. I say you're dealing with a woman that actually knows what she wants. And I don't believe that her intentions were just to tell you that she wants that exactly from you. She's just letting you know what she wants immediately so that you guys don't waste each other's time.
Right.
So if you are not ready for it, but you said you were, then I would say just go ahead and go with the process and just see how it goes. Just engage in that conversation with her and let her know what you're looking for as well, so you guys can be on the same page. And by her being out of a long-term relationship, that just means that she is very committal, and that's what she's looking for. She isn't looking for anything casual, and that's okay. She's being honest, actually. So take it as an approach if she's being honest.
And maturity.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome. Well, thank you for talking to me today.
Thank you.
Kenya, if anybody wants to talk to you about your services or any advice from you going forward, how can we stay in tune with you and what's going on?
Right. I'm on social media, so you can reach me either IG or Facebook, and both at Kenya's Keepsake. And I can be emailed at kenyaskeepsake1@gmail.com.
Tell me about that. You're planning some events that are coming up, right?
Yes, definitely. So I hold a monthly mixer called Kenya's Catch and Keep, because I want you to catch the information that I give you and keep it as a Kenya's Keepsake. So those are monthly relationship mixers where I have everyone, couples, singles, married people, come together. We have activities. We do interactive discussions. I do worship with you, all based around healthy relationships.
Wow. And then where do you host this? And what was the last one like?
I host them at a house in Los Angeles, because it's a comfortable feel. Everybody is so comfortable, and you're not around thinking that you have to be obligated. So it's really comfortable. It's an amazing time. And out of there, you get single people that get the point of view of people in relationships, or married people, and you get married people that hasn't been single in a while, get the viewpoint of what it is to be single and dating. So it's like an interactive help. Based on
and about how many people do you generally have there?
I have 20 people.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's very intimate, and people are able to engage and be interactive.
Yes,
so I like that.
And I come up with games. I have relationship feuds, similar to Family Feud, and Jenga based on relationships.
Oh, that's fun.
Just a lot of different things, because it makes people comfortable. When people think of relationships, they're a little reserved, like I don't want to talk about her. I'm not in a relationship. So it's easy to open up and just have that experience.
All right. Well, you heard it right here. Go ahead and follow Kenya today so you can be in tune with upcoming events. Check her out on social media and get all the Kenya's Keepsakes while they're hot. Okay. Thank you so much, Kenya.
Thank you so much.
All right. We'll be back.